This is not just an ordinary plane, but a flying fortress, a plane that carries the most powerful person in the world, the President of the United States. But do you know that this plane is not only for the President's travel convenience, but also holds many secret and astonishing mysteries? This aircraft is not only equipped with weapons, but also has a defense system that can protect it from any attack in the world. Whenever Air Force One is ready for flight, every detail is predetermined. This aircraft is not like a regular commercial flight, where the pilot just flies the plane and reaches the destination. Rather, separate security plans are made for each flight. Every possible threat is considered, and it is also determined what actions to take in any emergency situation. Interestingly, Air Force One is at greater risk when it is on the ground, rather than flying in the air. Why? Because when it is flying, the entire surrounding airspace is completely secured. But when it is on the ground, it can become an easy target for enemies. For this reason, the aircraft crew must always remain vigilant and keep a close watch on everything. Air Force One is equipped with many advanced security features. This aircraft can thwart missile attacks, jam enemy radar systems, and has the capability to fly at extremely high altitudes, where most weapons cannot reach it. Air Force One is fully prepared for any possible emergency situation. It also has a special medical room that can be immediately converted into an operating theater in any emergency. A complete pharmacy is also available on the aircraft. Special security arrangements are made for the President's meals. Generally, Air Force secret chefs go to different cities to purchase food supplies, which are then specially secured to ensure that no poison or harmful substances can be added. The aircraft's 2 complete kitchens can simultaneously prepare meals for 100 people. This aircraft is not just a means of ordinary travel, it is also the President's flying office. It contains 4,000 square feet of space, featuring a complete conference room, living quarters, and other modern amenities. And yes, stars are marked on the carpet to indicate the section designated for the President. So if someone enters, they will immediately understand which area is the President's. This aircraft is maintained not only technically, but also aesthetically to be extremely magnificent. Before every presidential trip, the entire aircraft is hand-polished. Yes, a very large Boeing 747 aircraft that is completely hand-waxed to ensure it always remains shiny and sparkling. Some experts refer to Air Force One as a flying White House because it can become the safest place for the President in the event of any attack on the ground. With the help of the state-of-the-art communication system on board, the President can contact any world leader at any time and even issue orders for war. This aircraft may contain many secret technologies that the public will never know about, because what we know is that Air Force One is not just an aircraft, but a powerful symbol, an aircraft that not only carries the President, but also represents the heights of America's power, security, and technology. Friends, there is hardly any other aircraft in the world that is such a combination of high security, advanced technology, and magnificent facilities. But did you know that Air Force One wasn't always like this? This aircraft has also evolved over time, and its history is filled with many astonishing events. The idea of air travel for the American president first came about in 1933, when the then President Franklin D. Roosevelt required some special travel facilities. But at that time, there was no specific aircraft available for American presidents. Therefore, he traveled in a regular commercial aircraft, the Douglas DC-3. But during World War II, air travel became safer and more necessary, as the president had to visit different countries. Thus, in 1943, the US government decided to specially design a presidential aircraft. This first official aircraft began to be used under the supervision of the Secret Service and the military. In 1944, a special version of the C-87 Liberator Express was prepared for US President Franklin, but due to safety reasons, it was not used. And then, the C-54 Skymaster was selected by the Secret Service as the presidential aircraft. In 1953, an interesting incident occurred that made the name Air Force One famous worldwide. The aircraft of then-President Eisenhower nearly collided with another commercial airline plane because both aircraft had the same call sign. Learning from this incident, the United States gave the president special aircraft the unique name Air Force One, so that no other aircraft in the world could use this name. In 1959, President Eisenhower began using the Boeing 707 aircraft, which was the most advanced jet of its time, but John F. Kennedy decided to further modernize it. In 1962, during his tenure, Air Force One was given a special blue and white color scheme, which remains its official color to this day. In the 1980s, President Ronald Reagan decided that the American president should have a more modern and secure aircraft, so the Boeing 747 was converted into Air Force One, which is still in use today. Friends, America is also preparing a new and modern Air Force One, which will be based on the Boeing 747 and will include more security, advanced technology, and stealth capabilities. This new Air Force One could be completed by 2027 and will be faster, safer, and more fuel efficient. It is not just a flying palace, but an aircraft that can become America's command and control center in any wartime situation. The secret technologies and security systems inside it make it one of the world's most invincible aircraft. So, don't delay, subscribe for more.